a regulator who approves a toxic chemical on Monday, a board member who gets hired by that chemical company on Tuesday, and a legal bribe disguised as a retirement package. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how the revolving door has legalized corruption in the highest levels of government and why the officials sworn to protect your safety are actually auditioning for high-paying jobs with the very industries they are supposed to be policing. You are about to see why the referee is betting on the game. Stop trusting the safety seal on your food. Stop trusting the bank with your savings. Stop trusting the agency that says the airplane is safe to fly. You assume that the government regulator is a watchdog. You assume they are the police, and the corporation is the suspect. But what if the police officer knows that if he lets the suspect go, he gets $1 million? The stakes here are not political. They are biological and financial. When a drug is approved too quickly and causes heart attacks, that isn't an accident. That is a transaction. When a bank is allowed to gamble with your pension and crashes the economy, that isn't a mistake. That is a favor. You are the collateral damage in a career move. The person signing the paper that determines if you live or die is not thinking about your safety. They are thinking about their bonus structure at their next job. They are selling your future to secure their own. To understand how this betrayal works, we have to look at the machinery of Washington, London, and Brussels. It is a closed-loop system. It turns public servants into corporate mercenaries. It operates in 3 phases. Step 1 is the setup, the audition. In a normal job, you work hard to impress your boss. In a regulatory agency, your boss is the government, but your future employer is the industry you regulate. This creates a perverse incentive known as the audition. If you are an official at the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, and you want a high-paying job at a hedge fund later, you don't prosecute the hedge fund. You go easy on them. You show them that you are business-friendly. You show them that you know the loopholes. You aren't policing the bank. You are submitting your resume to them. You are signaling, "Hire me, and I can help you navigate these rules that I am currently enforcing." Step 2 is the trick, regulatory capture. This is where the industry takes over the agency. It isn't a hostile takeover. It is a friendly merger. Look at the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, and Boeing. For years, the FAA allowed Boeing to self-certify its own safety systems. Why? Because the people running the FAA used to work at Boeing, and the people at Boeing used to work at the FAA. It's the same club. This led directly to the 737 MAX disasters. The regulators trusted their friends in the industry more than they trusted the data. The oversight disappears because the overseer and the overseen are sending Christmas cards to each other. Step 3 is the proof. You want the smoking gun? Let's look at the pharmaceutical industry. Scott Gottlieb served as the commissioner of the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, from 2017 to 2019. He was the man in charge of regulating Big Pharma. 3 months after he resigned, he joined the board of directors of Pfizer. A coincidence? Unlikely. Or look at the Pentagon. According to the Project on Government Oversight, POGO, between 2008 and 2018, nearly 400 high-ranking Department of Defense officials and officers shifted to work for defense contractors like Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman. These are the generals who decide which missiles to buy. Then they retire and go work for the company that makes the missiles. It creates a self-licking ice cream cone. The general buys a weapons system we don't need, using your tax dollars, to boost the stock price of the company that will hire him in 6 months. So, how do they cash out? They sell access and insight. When a former regulator joins a bank, they aren't hired for their banking skills. They are hired for their contact list. They know the phone number of the guy who replaced them. They know the password to the back door. This is the wealth transfer. Taxpayers pay to train these experts. We pay their salaries while they learn the inner workings of the law. Then, once they are fully trained, they take that knowledge which belongs to the public and sell it to a private corporation to help them bypass the law. It is the privatization of institutional knowledge. The corporation exits with a get-out-of-jail-free card. The official exits with a 7-figure salary. And you? You exit with a broken system where the rules only apply to people who can't afford to hire the guy who wrote them. We do not have a private sector and a public sector. We have a single ruling class that changes costumes every 4 years. Sometimes they wear the suit of a CEO. Sometimes they wear the suit of a senator. But the person inside the suit is the same. The revolving door ensures that no matter who wins the election, the same interests stay in power. The question isn't, why is the government so corrupt? The question is it still called corruption if they wrote a law that makes it legal?